Welcome back to Fid versus History.
We are fucked.
I'm here with the Ratio Gold. This is part 9 of our post-war British Prime Minister series.
It's all gone to shit.
It's gone to fucking shit.
Yeah.
This country's in the toilet.
Yeah.
We are podcasting live from the bottom of the toilet. This is a special episode live from Paris, which is now Britain, unbelievably.
40 years ago,
This country
Britain had the biggest empire the world had ever seen.
Yeah.
And now we don't even have a fucking working toilet.
The toilet, you know when you're in the toilet
Yeah.
and it's an automatic light and you're sat in the toilet doing this.
Yeah.
That's Britain in 1974.
The humiliating reach
Humiliation. Just could someone up and you have to stand up with your trousers down and clap and
a shitty ass,
poo everywhere.
pants between your legs, waving at a light, begging for some.
We're in her Harold Wilson's second term,
Right.
which is
As fun as it gets.
I think
much.
it's as funny as it gets.
Yeah.
Harold Wilson at this point, I don't think there's a better before and after prime ministerial shots. It's up there with Blair. Charlie, can you get a before Harold Wilson in 1964 and then Harold Wilson in 1976?
We've gone from the rudest man ever to sit in office to the tiredest
Heath,
man.
I love you, baby. Heath, pour one out for Heath.
Gone but not forgotten.
I love Ed Heath. The nation's
No
best.
one ever hated women more.
No one's ever been a better misogynist than Heath.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
saw through misogyny.
Beyond misogyny.
Pushed through. What is beyond misogyny? Where do you go?
They become invisible.
They are invisible.
Yeah.
Heath does not see women. Harold Wilson is back for another stint.
Yeah.
1974 is the crisis year.
Yeah.
Britain has 2 elections.
Yeah.
But no one really wins either of them.
No.
It's
How many times does Wilson go up against Heath?
I think it's 4.
4 times that they face each other in
When they
elections.
say that
so
Harold-
Heath versus Wilson is the real grudge match. That's fucking...
Yeah, it's 2 knackered heavyweights slugging it out.
Yeah.
And also, when they say Harold Wilson, he won 4 elections, he barely.
Yeah.
They're all like 3,
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
In 66, he wins 60-seat majority. But apart from that, they're all... It's like, they're just...
And from the white heat, vibrant kind of social
Excuse me,
reformer.
big old Bert. It works for part 9. Who's doing this? What podcast is doing a 10-part series?
Yeah. I don't think
Podcasting-
anyone's going to see this and go like, we need to do that.
You know what I got when I set this up? Someone who works with us said, "You know the thing about part 2s is they never do as well as part 1s.
Yeah.
What about part 9?
Who's still here?
Who's still here?
I mean, this is the kitchen afters, isn't it?
This is very much for
This
Christian
is
after.
5 a.m. The birds are tweeting, and a guy who you don't remember when he arrived, you don't know who he's friends with, is now telling you who did 9/11.
Well, no, it's not. He's telling you who. He's telling you all about Harold Wilson's second government. It's an afters in 1976 where someone is ranting conspiracy theories about Harold Wilson
Right.
in his second term, which is, as we've said, as funny as it gets.
Yeah.
Harold Wilson. So
Should we deal with the election, or should we place where the country's
Let's
at?
see where the country's at in 1974. As we've done through the series, unemployment rate 3.6, house price over 10 grand.
Yeah.
The blah blah blah. Christmas number 1. Lonely This Christmas by Mud.
Yeah.
It'll be lonely this Christmas. It's bleak time.
Yeah.
Kung
Ted
Fu.
Heath has come on the TV saying, just prepare for a rubbish Christmas.
Christmas is going to be shit this year. Kung Fu Fighting.
getting cold for
Christmas.
Yeah.
Carl Douglas, I believe, did that.
Yeah.
Man with the Golden Gun. We're into Roger Moore.
Okay.
Finally,
About
Moore's about.
gay bond.
We've got a gay bond.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you let the Labour into office.
Yeah.
That's like a text your dad would send you.
Right.
This is what happens when Labour gets in. Bond goes gay.
Yeah.
Roger Moore's here. Gay Bond.
That's why I don't vote Labour.
Sorry?
Mr. Bummed.
Thank you, Charlie. James
Yeah.
Bummed, more like.
Yeah.
The name's Bummed. James Bummed.
Doesn't really work.
Doesn't work at
Bummed.
all. I just went, in the spirit of trying to push through episode 9, I thought, you know what? I'm going to take whatever Charlie gives me, I'm going to run with it.
Bund.
I'm going to commit. Bummed. It's chucking. Bunda would work better.
Yeah, Bund is just like a German
No,
surname.
bummed.
Bummed.
James Bummed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that
I don't
works.
think it works. I think it's
Bummed.
the name's Bunda.
No, the
The
name's
name's
James
Bummed.
Bunda.
Mr. Bummed.
Mr. Bummed. Because he's gay.
It works perfectly.
Right.
Because he's gay.
Shaking up my bum.
Slang
Shaking
for
up my
tits.
bird.
Just coming in. Well, we've already had jugs.
Yeah, so what's slang for titties? We've hit titties. Again, Britain has run out of ideas.
It's nothing new.
The country's got nothing. Titties. Fuck it. Oi, show us
The
your
destruction
titties.
of the future.
Yeah.
No one has any
There's
new words.
There's nothing left. You know, we started this series with people calling boobs chandeliers. And now they're just going,
Halcyon
tits,
days.
tits.
Titties.
What?
Dugs.
Dugs. Dugs. Gazongas.
But who's saying gazongas?
No one in 1970s is saying gazongas.
But
They're
who's saying it any...
Headlights.
I like headlights. Look at the headlights on her.
You know when you're driving and someone does this in the mirror, it's because your lamps aren't on. That's what they do.
I want to know the kind of fella who's wearing gazongas.
Gazongas.
Yeah, who's saying gazongas.
Oh, I reckon a few of our fans are saying gazongas. Check out the gazongas on this.
Yeah.
Should
Should we do the election?
Hang on. What we need to get? What's slang for growlers in 1974? Because again, we're in the 70s. This is the era of the aggressive bush. Vaginas have never been so angry as in the 1970s.
A hairy minge is going to come and bite you. Yeah.
Clunge. This is the clunge election.
Clunge has come in.
Clunge is in 74.
Clunge has amazing staying power.
I still think the worst of everything we've had so far is puppies. I think it's just disgusting.
Yeah.
I have a theory that the more childlike the euphemism, the more disgusting it is.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
So like, cunt isn't as bad as...
Well, because cunt's no
Whatever.
nonsense. Puppies is fucking rapey as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show us your puppies, love. Oi, get your cunt out.
It's unpretentious.
Crisps were such a staple in 1974 that it survived the 1974 introduction of VAT. This is when VAT comes in.
Really?
Christ.
What were they doing before? How do they...
Well, they had no money. They're just
Right.
searching for... Why have we still got VAT? The lights are on now.
So do other countries not do VAT?
No, not everyone does VAT.
And what is it? Is it just taxing everything?
It's adding tax if you're earning over a certain amount, or if the
Right.
company is earning, I don't fucking know. I don't care.
So the 1974 election, and it feels like an election...
Sorry, we need to look
Yeah.
at who Jane Seymour and Britt Eklund, what
Right,
they look
go
like.
on.
Come on. Fit women through the ages. Miss England 74.
That's Kathy Anders.
Now,
but
is that white Miss England or black Miss England? From the South African perspective, this is how they played Miss World. Jane Seymour's an absolute smoke show, and she's
That's-
still not
that's
that
Henry
one.
VIII's wife.
That one is ugly as sin. Get her off my screen. Jane Seymour, the Bond girl, is gorgeous and I think she's
Wow.
she's
She's
got
got a bit
better
of the Lorraine Kelly about
She
her.
does have a Lorraine Kelly again. Can you tell how I'm excited? My cadence has increased. My
Young
heart rate,
Jane Seymour, please.
My heart rate's increased. I think she looks better with age. I think.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Better with AIDS?
No. You know what they say? She just looks better with AIDS. Give her AIDS and she'll look a lot fitter. No. But yeah, I think Jane Seymour is an absolute smoke show now and then.
English Rose, 74 elections.
74 elections. The 1974 it's an absolute crisis.
Yeah.
It's the closest this country ever gets to a military coup.
Yes.
It's Latin America. It's Greece.
Yeah.
As I've
It's
said,
the stuff you read about. It happens here, though.
it happens here. That it could happen here. Devastating to
But
British
we're
idea
shit
of
at
themselves.
sport. Because normally if you're a third world country,
Yeah.
you can. It's through sport that you can...
You've
know,
got strikers with long hair
Yeah.
that are doing step overs.
Exactly.
And we don't even fucking
you
qualify
know,
for the
India's
World Cup.
great at cricket.
Yeah.
Fucking Brazil's great at football.
Yeah.
But we're shit. We're getting shit at everything. And it's
Snooker.
all,
Snooker's about to get really big.
but no one else is playing snooker.
No.
So...
There's a Canadian, Cliff Thorburn.
Yeah.
You know Cliff Thorburn?
But this is
Absolute
they're
heartthrob.
like sex symbols, the snooker players.
It's hilarious. Could we be talking about the fittest woman? We should get up the pin-ups. Type in got snooker players 70s.
Yeah.
The fact that this is what attracts
The women love this
to
shit.
snooker is this guy. This is a male sex symbol. And they're all bad boys.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, Gods of Snooker is one of the great
It's
TV
amazing.
shows.
I'd highly
Absolutely
recommend.
amazing. Highly recommended it. And it's all to do with colour TV. I didn't know that.
Oh, because you see the green table and
They put snooker front and centre of the big switch to colour TV to advertise colour
Just 'cause
TV
it's got-
because you can't watch snooker in black and white,
Right.
Famously,
yeah, snooker in black and
it
white
is an
rubbish.
it's an anti-colourblind game.
Yeah,
Snooker.
yeah.
So they promoted it to turn to colour TV in the late 60s,
Right.
and so that's why it got so big.
Yeah.
And women,
Also, hooliganism, and we were shit at football, so people
women-
wanted an excuse to watch something that wasn't
women
football.
are frothing. They're changed. They got
I guess
fizzy
it's,
pants.
they're in tight suits. They're leaning across the
Waist-
table.
Yeah, because it is.
Yeah,
In Gods of Snooker,
it's so phallic.
It's
They've
so
got
phallic.
a long, thin cock, and,
And
they're
they're just-
poking a ball. I mean, it is literally cock and balls.
It is cock and balls. Cock and balls in a pocket.
It's actually incredibly fucking crude.
I'm fucking hot. I'm getting hot talking about snooker.
Yeah, it's getting a long stick and potting a ball in a hole.
And also, there's a cuck chair because the whole point of snooker is that
if you watch someone else,
if you're the opposition, your guy just does a 147 break or whatever.
you don't get up.
You don't get up. You're just sat there and you have to watch him fuck the table.
Yeah, you're Harold Macmillan.
You are Harold Macmillan, and that's my table. And he's like, yeah, I'm fucking your table. Ronnie O'Sullivan's favourite food is a, quote, massive dirty curry. Hang on. Sorry. You can have a massive dirty fry-up. I really didn't see curry coming. Dirty curry.
Dirty curry.
You don't want to eat a dirty curry. That's going to give you the runs.
Yeah, but what's a clean curry?
Yeah, no one's eating clean curries.
It's by very definition dirty.
He says, quote, there's nothing like it after a snooker match. A dirty curry.
Well, Ronnie fucking hates snooker.
Yeah,
he does. About snooker.
Yeah, he does hate
He
snooker.
says his advice. His big regret, the greatest snooker player ever, his biggest regret in life is getting into snooker.
Yeah.
He says, what a waste of time.
I wasted my
He
life.
was like, I wish I'd put myself, I wish I'd put my efforts into any other sport.
Yeah.
Because I'm inside all day, I'm the best at it, and what's it got me?
No.
It's a rubbish sport.
It's rubbish.
If you look at the younger players coming through, they're not that good, really.
Snooker's fucking great.
Yeah, I love
There's
snooker.
Lawless.
Yeah.
Right. Fellow historians, this podcast is sponsored by Surfshark.
Yeah.
Now listen, if you're using public Wi-Fi, did you know you're at risk?
Of what? I don't know.
Well, it's much like public toilets.
Right.
You're at risk of getting
Chlamydia off the rim.
AIDS,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Sexual diseases in the air, travel in the air.
Right. So these are
Surfshark,
digital STDs.
I think it's real.
So this is a Johnny. This is a digital Johnny.
If you like, Surfshark's a digital condom
Right.
that you place over your laptop.
Stop it getting
They
AIDS.
send you they send you a
send
big
you a
massive condom and you squeeze your laptop
They
into
also
it.
send you a tiny condom because they know the kind of people who use their service, and they're just like,
I'm
is
very
it
sure how many times do I have to say it? Not everyone's dick is as small as yours.
quite a lot of people.
Do they also
are
send small
smaller.
ones?
A lot of them are smaller. Because I am pretty much average.
Is your laptop quite small for your height?
It looks like a small laptop.
you
But
got
I'm
an
just very
iPad?
tall. I've got big hands.
Actually got an iPod mini. No, this is an iPod mini. This is a MacBook Pro 15-inch.
No matter how small your cock is, it doesn't mean you stop you from getting sex. Or it probably makes you less averse to STDs because less people want to have sex with you, and there's
And
less
you can't reach the vagina.
Yeah, there's less surface area.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you're carrying around a big old fucking
Hog. What, you think you're scraping STDs off?
you just like an elephant's trunk. Just
Yeah. Whereas
you know me, I've got a little pocket knife.
you're like you're a surgeon. Surgical sex.
Penis,
Keyhole.
balls.
Keyhole. Butthole. Surfshark VPN. This is a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee.
Yeah.
And if you use the code FVH, Foxtrot Vagina Hotel, 4 extra months of Surfshark on us.
Yeah,
Go to this link,
yeah. Fat vagina horse.
the Fat Vagina Horse. Surfshark.com/FVH. 4 extra months of Surfshark. Don't let online threats catch you off guard. Buy a big condom for your laptop. You've got to put a condom on your laptop.
or else you'll get chlamydia. You'll get digital chlamydia.
Yeah. Get Ronnie off. Get Ronnie and his dirty curry off.
Yeah.
Dirty curry.
Nothing better than dirty curry after a snooker match.
What is it? Just the same as a curry? Just this, the chef hasn't washed their hands. What's a dirty curry?
Yeah.
Street food.
deli.
Anyway, right. 1974, the year of 2 elections. In the heat of the 3-day week and the miners' strikes, Heath calls an election to cement his place as Prime Minister and to try and win a mandate from the electorate. Who governs Britain? We talked about this.
And they said, not you, brother.
Not you, fuckface, you pedo.
Yeah. Not you, you fucking nonce.
As we said, Enoch Powell leaves the Conservatives.
In a huff.
And now, the electorate deliver a hung parliament.
Yeah.
Heath tries to form the alliance with the Liberal Party under the dandiest Jeremy Thorpe.
Yeah.
Now, we're doing a Patreon-specific series on the Thorpe affair.
So this is one of the best the Liberals ever do post-war. 6 million votes goes to the dandy-ish Jeremy Thorpe.
The openly gay.
Yeah. God, there's a lot of fucking noncing around, isn't there?
It's Britain in the 70s.
Yeah.
This is culturally, we haven't really
The lights
moved on.
are out. You can do whatever you want.
Thank you. It's a 3-day week. What are you doing with the other 4? Fucking kids. It's where Britain's paedophile industrial complex begins.
Our great export.
Our great export. So, Thorpe wanted electoral reform. The Conservatives were unwilling to concede.
Yeah.
Also, he was in the midst of a very sticky affair where ultimately, long story short, a dog dies.
Yeah. He hires a hitman.
He hires a hitman to shoot a dog. Anyway, we'll get that's on the Patreon.
Yeah.
We'll deal with the Thorpe affair there. But anyway, Labour form a minority government.
Yeah.
Heath is removed from number 10. Love you, Teddy. Good night.
Gone but not forgotten.
Wherever you are. I know you're looking up at us. Labour win 301 seats, so they're governing, it's a supply and demand. We've got nothing. Wilson does not expect to be back in. At
He's
this point,
livid. He's got back in.
he's knackered.
He's absolutely fucking
knackered.
exhausted.
So the reason that 1974 is so funny is because
The
Wilson,
psychodrama that's going on
it's a
behind
soap
number
opera.
10.
It's a telenovela.
Yeah.
But it's Britain.
Yeah.
And it's not dramatic.
Yeah.
Right. So
It's not glamorous,
No.
but it's very funny.
It's incredibly
a kitchen
funny.
sink drama.
yeah, it is, literally. It's an Alan Bennett telenovela. That's what the Wilson second term is. It's a telenovela written by a boring Yorkshire man.
Yeah.
So Wilson governs with an intimate, small political circle who get termed the kitchen cabinet.
Yeah.
Joe Haynes, his press secretary, Bernard Donahue, his policy unit chief, and Marcia Williams,
Most importantly, Marcia Williams.
political secretary. Now,
She's fascinating.
she is incredible.
She's one of the great women.
She's one of the great women. I want to pay her dues.
Yeah, we got her. And we very rarely pay women dues on this podcast.
No.
We very rarely pay Jews women.
No, it goes both
goes-
ways. Jews and women do not do well out of this podcast. This is a WASP podcast for men, a WASP men podcast. Marcia Williams is an absolute boss level bitch.
Yeah.
And I say that with love.
Yeah, well-behaved women don't make history. You're goddamn right.
Marcia Williams.
She's fucking naughty
Marcia
as
Williams
hell.
might be the greatest prime minister we never had.
Yeah.
Marcia Williams is Wilson's private secretary and also basically his second wife.
All these women saying, I'm a girl boss slay because they got a big water bottle and they're a manager at a marketing company.
Yeah.
This is how you become a girl boss slay.
Wilson so he's married to Mary Wilson since the 30s, his
Right.
childhood sweetheart. But Mary Wilson has no interest in politics.
Yeah.
She genuinely just doesn't give a
She
shit
was
about
livid.
it.
She thought he was going to live a quiet life as an academic.
Yeah, he's a fusty academic, he's a nerd.
yeah.
But now as he's got a second term, she's even more angry. So
Livid.
you can imagine there's a sort of level of sexual neglect going on, right?
No interest in politics, no interest in Harold Wilson's penis.
Right. And Harold's Wilson is not getting any.
Yeah.
Marcia Williams had an affair with Harold Wilson back in the 50s. Right. And so, but in true Marcia Williams style, she tells Harold Wilson's wife, I went to bed with your husband 6 times in 1956 and it wasn't satisfactory. I love her.
Yeah.
I absolutely
He's
love
the most
her.
powerful man in the country. Just
Yeah.
getting absolutely fucking
Getting
humiliated.
humiliated by his, let's face it, dominatrix.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a real sub-dom relationship
Yeah.
going on. And bear in mind the political context that Wilson's second term starts with. The 3-day week, they're in a doom spiral.
Yeah.
It's like me and the mince pies.
Yeah.
Inflation, just the mince pies aren't touching the sides at this point.
Yeah.
One of the first main issues of government that they have to deal with is who gets to eat lunch in Downing Street.
Right.
Lunch becomes the
Very
main...
political.
Very political.
Yeah. They've got a lot of stuff that we become French for a second.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, genuinely we are. Because Wilson does not want to deal with the problems that the country has because they're intractable.
Yeah.
Like, he can't feel like he can break the post-war consensus. So, Marcia's presence during Wilson's meals caused so much disruption that aides negotiated a solution. Harold Wilson, the Prime Minister, was forced to eat lunch alone. Marcia would become enraged if she discovered he had dined with other aides.
Yeah. So she's completely managing his whole political life. She's managing who gets to meet him. She gets absolutely livid if he ever goes against what she says.
And she
Furious.
has to follow him everywhere.
Yeah.
So there's a luncheon he's having with his aides, and Marcia erupts when whitebait is served.
Yeah.
Now, because one thing we should say about Harold Wilson, he's a fucking stone cold patriot.
Yeah.
He hates anything that's not white carbs.
Yeah.
Like, he's not having a dirty curry.
Yeah, he believes in patriotism.
He's a patriot. He loves, like, Charlie, what's the most British meal imaginable? Something like a prawn cocktail to start, roast beef, Yorkshire pudding,
overboiled cabbage, carrots, peas,
side of brown sauce just in case.
Spotted dick for dessert.
Type
strong
in
builder's tea.
More British. Starter, a single slice of cold pork pie.
Straight from the fridge.
Piccalilli. A side of limp iceberg lettuce.
Yeah.
full Sunday roast and full English breakfast mashed into one plate. Roast beef, Yorkshire puds, fried egg, baked beans.
For dessert, a jam roly-poly pudding drenched in custard.
White bread and butter on the side.
Yeah, come on.
That's it. That's absolutely it. Type in more British, see what happens.
Yeah.
Type in more British. Bread and butter pudding. I fucking love bread and butter pudding.
I'm not a fan.
Really?
No, I don't like it.
Fucking traitor.
Yeah, it's for me. It's too British for me. My patriotism stops at bread and butter.
Starter.
Jelly deals.
Jelly deals, pickled egg from the jar in the pub that's been there since the 70s. Grey boiled beef.
Colour of
boiled
wet
potatoes.
carpet, yeah.
Brussels sprouts boiled for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Bread sliced with margarine, all drowned in gravy. Yeah. This is Wilson's fare.
He loves it.
Marcia Williams kicks off at the whitebait that's been served because she declares that she hates them for looking at her from the plate. And then Wilson says that they only came from a home for the blind. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
He's got
Then
some wit to him.
Marcia storms out in fury.
Because of the joke?
Because Wilson then
He's talking
starts
back to
speaking
her.
to someone else.
Yeah.
Just purely because she's not being talked to by him.
So it's in a very different Downing Street to what had been there 2 weeks earlier.
It's Downsing Street.
Down Syndrome Street.
It's Down Syndrome Street.
10 Down Syndrome Street.
1974 is 10 Down Syndrome Street. Genuinely, because all their only policy is about lunch.
Yeah,
Which is what Down Syndrome Street would be. and every day it'd be like, is it ice cream yet? The COVID briefings in Down Syndrome Street. It's free ice cream day.
But 2 weeks earlier,
Sprinkles.
Ted Heath was in power.
Who's the Minister for Sprinkles? Minister for Horses. Minister for Sprinkles. Minister for Cuddles. Minister for
West Streeting.
Minister for bombing into a pool.
Yeah.
Minister for cowboy hats. This is 10 Downing Street. Sorry, you were saying Ted Heath.
Ted Heath is a very different Downing Street, and it's funny that it's happened within the same year.
Yeah.
You've had literally in the same year, you've had 10 Heath Downing Street where women are invisible,
Yeah.
don't exist.
Yeah.
You cannot see. He's walking through them.
Yes.
To Harold Wilson's where the women are dominatrix. His press secretary is riding around with a collar,
Yeah.
and a leash.
Yeah.
I
just want to pause this, right? Let's just look through the prime ministers that we've had since Churchill.
Yeah.
You've got Eden, who's who fucks it.
Yeah.
Macmillan, who's a 30-year Test cricket level cuck.
Yeah.
Right.
The great
Douglas Hume. Right. Then you've got Ted Heath, who is possibly a paedophile, and then you've got Wilson's second term, where he is being dominatrixed by his own cabinet. The sexual proclivities of this country's prime ministers post-war really do run in parallel to our economic decline.
Yeah.
So, there's another great story where after the unexpected election win,
This is my favourite.
AIDS Plan A.
So is this the first election of 1974 that this happens?
I don't know.
Okay.
So, amidst all the talk of lunch
Yeah.
and Wilson being dommed, the country is falling apart.
Yeah. To be fair,
It's completely falling apart. Wilson with the unions, I think what he does is he goes, right, I'm not going to give you more money, or I'll give you a bit more money, but I'm mainly going to just give you all these like health and safety benefits.
Yeah.
I think he does introduce health and safety in the workplace in 75. Right. It's more woke nonsense to go with decriminalising
He's going back
abortion.
to the original playbook, which is if
What
back to the
works?
corner, woke nonsense.
Yeah, just liberalise everything.
Yeah.
So, in the midst of all this chaos, he introduces a 98% top rate of tax. 98%.
That's crazy.
On anything
So
that's
it's
been
already 95%, wasn't it?
And he goes, more. 98 on unearned income, right? So this means that Roger Moore fucks off.
Yeah.
By the end of the decade, James Bond
Jagger.
is being made in France.
Right. Because they can't afford.
They can't, because it's fucked.
Yeah.
Jagger goes to France.
Yeah.
Bowie calls for a right-wing dictator.
Bowie goes fascist.
Bowie goes fascist. Bowie has a fascist stage.
Because of how high the taxes were, you turn Bowie fascist.
That's how high taxes are.
Bowie
goes
Hitler. Does the Kanye?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, exactly.
Edmund, Hitler.
Bowie, the most the role model to anyone whose gender is a bit on the fence or like a non-binary person, becomes Hitler. That's how high.
I mean, 98%.
It's crazy.
There's nowhere to go from there.
No, you can't. You're basically saying anything you earn, you can pay to the government. I mean,
give me that.
Yeah,
give me that right now.
Yeah. Also,
McCartney stays.
Yeah,
he's a patriot.
McCartney stays. He's staying through thick and thin.
Yeah,
but also it's 98%, but nothing works.
Right.
So it's not as if you're getting amazing services.
No.
It's Cuba essentially. Is what it is. So
And part of the reason as well is his negotiations. We talk about his negotiations with the miners. I believe that he basically gives them what they want.
Yeah.
To the point where one of the head union bosses is like, well, my job is to get the best deal for my constituents, but your job is to run the country. Because it's like, he's like, well, I'll just give you what you want. It's like, no, your job is to say no.
Your job is to say no to me.
Yeah, because I'm only acting out of the interest of my fucking constituents.
Yeah.
You're doing the whole country.
Yeah.
So he just gives everyone everything.
So there is mumblings in the gentlemen's clubs of London in 74 of whether they should take over in a hardline military coup.
So it's all collapsing, but there's still the old school gentlemen's boys clubs, these kind of like after dinner
Macmillan throwbacks, people who've seen action in the 50s in the Empire. So there's a guy called
Mountbatten-Crease.
Mountbatten-Crease, he's around. There's General Sir Walter Walker, who is he's in his 60s. He's from a military family. He led troops in Malaya and Borneo, smashing the Reds. Right,
but there's always whenever left wing policies are sort of failing or it's ground to a halt, there's a military guy will always poke his head up and say, well, should we just fuking kick him out? Do you want to go nuclear?
So Walter Walker does not have he doesn't have modern sensibilities around gay rights. Let's say.
Really, what does that mean?
He's on record as saying that gay men treat the human sewer like a playground.
Oh yeah.
Which, to be fair,
you'd hate Charlie.
Yeah, I think that about Charlie. I mean, I regularly say that. Be private to you about Charlie.
They use the human sewer as a playground.
I can't believe we've got someone producing this who uses the human sewer as a playground. He's literally on the swings in the human sewer. Whee! Going down the slide.
He treats a man's arsehole like a flume.
Yeah. It's a slip and slide.
But you know, when you go to a water park and it goes outside into the car park for a little bit, that's you in a man's arsehole.
Going out the arse, round through the legs, back into the arse. So Walker then starts giving TV interviews.
This guy's not a sloucher, is he?
No, he's not.
He's got a straight back.
He does a documentary called A Day in the Life of a General, which is never aired for security reasons, but he believes it's banned because he was revealing the true state of affairs, which the politicians are hiding from the public. There's also, in July, he writes a letter to the Telegraph calling for a, quote, dynamic, invigorating, uplifting leadership above party politics to save the country from the communist Trojan horse in our midst. Yeah. He ominously declared, I hope people will choose rule by the gun in preference to anarchy. He claimed to have at least 100,000 members. There's also David Sterling, who founds the SAS, who's in Rogue Heroes, which absolutely slaps. What a brilliant series that is. Right. He kicks it. He's like, I'll go for it as well.
I'll go for it, yeah.
But then I think he gets cold feet and ducks out quite quickly. But there's talk about having a right-wing coup. And then I think it is in July 74, Heathrow gets taken over by the military.
Yeah.
It's called Operation Minion or something. Anyway, Harold Wilson doesn't know about this, and he thinks it's the start of a takeover.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, this is 1974, so there's bombs going off everywhere. The IRA are bombing. Operation Marmion. The bombs are going off everywhere.
Drum and bass songs going outside your windows.
Yeah, it's constant. Yeah. It's like living next to Victoria Park during field day.
Yeah.
Except the Republicans are having a field day.
Yeah.
It's actually to test security procedures in the face of a potential terrorist attack. Wilson doesn't know this.
So they're a pretend coup.
Yeah, Wilson doesn't know this, hears about it, and basically thinks they're coming for him.
So what does he do?
Well, something we should talk about is
lunch.
He has lunch. He has some whitebait. He has a fried egg and some grey beef to calm down.
I'll just set Marcia on him.
Yeah. We should talk about his paranoia because, to be fair...
Justified paranoia.
To be fair, he has been being like tapped by MI5 since the 40s.
He's exhausted, drinking way more than he used to.
Oh, let's get his daily drinking routine up.
He's getting absolutely cunted regularly. Could be the drunkest Prime Minister since Churchill.
Yeah, definitely.
But are these guys getting hangovers? Are they having a hangover?
Well, this is what I don't understand about the 70s.
Yeah.
I know it's all fucked, but the liquid lunch, they're still turning up for work.
Yeah.
If I'm getting... I would not be... I don't know how you can maintain
That's because you're a lily-livered Gen Z.
I guess so. I guess they're just built different.
Yeah. But also, they're waking up and they're having they're getting a glass of whiskey and cracking egg yolks into it and they're just down in that.
Is this Wilson?
So he'd have brandies before PMQs. Then he'd meet journalists. You go for a bottle of wine.
Yeah, you'd polish off a bottle of wine, yeah.
You'd have a couple of snifters, and then they go back to Downing Street and have brandy, and then carry on the day. I mean, how does anything get done from like 2 p.m. onwards?
Crazy.
It's madness.
They must be built different.
Well, the productivity, you're 3 days, you have electricity.
Yeah.
And then even on those 3 days, from 2 p.m., you're drunk.
But is it possible that obviously now the association is like, you have a pint, I'm not going to work again.
Yeah.
But maybe back then it's like, I'll have a pint, let's do a load of like.
Well, it's just like having
typing.
your morning coffee.
Yeah, it's almost like you could just, the energy just goes in the
This
direction
is
of
when
work.
pints were coffee.
Yeah.
So are you saying that maybe because kind of in a Pavlovian sense, when I have a pint,
You think
it's after a long
I'm
day
relaxing,
of work?
whereas
Yeah.
they're like
But
going
they're
into
like,
work.
even the smell of beer, it's like, fuck, I better do my emails.
They smell a beer and they need a shit. Yeah. So they're waking up.
Yeah,
they're
maybe.
Like, right, come
Properly.
on.
Right,
Oi,
I've had my morning beer.
Get the pints in. I've got to go to
Right,
work.
this is going to be a long night. Let's get
I've got a long drive. Get the beers in. Get the beers in. I've got to get to work.
This is also when the brilliant book Tinker Tailor Soldier of Spy is written by John le Carre. Is it
John le Carre, which now that does kind of paint a portrait. That kind of book and story and world only really surfaces to show.
And I'd highly recommend the TV version of it. It's a 4-part series on Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, filmed in the 1980s, because it captures 1970s
This
London.
with Alec Guinness.
This is with Alec Guinness.
Yeah,
it's amazing because it's filmed in basically the same London it was written about.
Yes.
They don't need, unlike the film, which is kind of doing an imagination of the 70s, it's kind of making it kind of like, imagine the 70s was cool and stuff.
Yeah.
Instead, it's filming 70s London.
Yeah.
With adding nothing.
Yeah.
Because they're just filming outside their window.
Grey. The security service have opened a file on Wilson in 1945. There's constant talk about him being a KGB spy.
Yeah.
And so he's increasingly getting paranoid. Anytime anyone's talking about him, he's like, are you saying I'm a spy?
But it's fair enough.
Yeah, because they do.
MI5 are putting stories in the press to try and like ruin his election campaigns, to try and get him not elected again because they don't trust him.
So Hugh Gateskill, who was leader before Wilson, he died from an incredibly rare illness after visiting the Soviet Union in 1963.
Yeah.
Right? So that does feel like could be Novichok.
Yeah.
Allegations that the Soviet leadership wanted
Is
Wilson...
that how Gateskill died?
Yeah. Allegations the Soviet leadership wanted Wilson to lead the country and that he assisted. The original Russian election interference could be in the 60s to get Wilson in. He regularly visits the USSR.
And this it's to 74, so the Cambridge Five have now pretty much all come out.
Yeah.
They've all come out.
Sorry, in what sense?
Well, 2 of them were gay, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
But then 5 were communist spies.
Yeah.
But there's no communist spies who aren't gay.
That's true.
Yeah,
Everyone,
it's the
this is
same
when
thing.
spies were gay, when beers were coffee,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. So Wilson becomes increasingly paranoid in the 70s. There are regular burglaries in his staff's offices, including the theft of underwear and a grandfather clock. Wilson alleged that the grandfather clock was in the South African embassy, fearing his criticism of apartheid was a motivational factor. He basically believes...
So people are just burgling.
Yeah, I guess, because it's lawless. It's
People are just
fucking
nicking
lawless. The
stuff.
lights aren't on.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
everyone's like, well, no one's home. I'll just go in and nick
Yeah.
and stuff. Basically, he thinks he's not in control of the country. He thinks MI5 are running the country. So the right-wing coups don't materialise.
Yeah.
The union stuff, it's still not really...
Yeah.
It's like a deadlock or whatever.
But
so
he has no strong majority.
No.
So he can't really do anything either. His hands are completely tied because he's got literally a slither of a majority.
Because the post-war consensus is breaking at this point because no one is willing to smash up the unions.
Yeah.
And so the country's being basically held to ransom by them.
Yeah.
Which is, this explains
You can't
Thatcher.
have Thatcher
You
without
can't explain
74.
Thatcher without explaining the year that Britain goes flush down the toilet.
Yeah.
So in October 1974, Wilson calls his second general
Because he
election.
needs a stronger majority if he wants to get anything done.
And bear in mind, he had a minority government.
Yeah.
He then wins 319 seats, which means he has a governing majority of 3. So he still needs to rely on smaller parties to govern.
Yeah.
And this is when the Conservatives replace Heath. So Heath stays and goes up against him again.
Yeah, it's the grudge match.
It's fucking
It's
Zaire,
it's Fury
1974.
Usyk.
This actually is the same year as the Rumble in the Jungle, I think.
it is,
Man,
74.
Slugfest. So this is when...
This is the Rumble in the Jungle. Heath versus the 2 tiredest men in the world.
a fat man against the guy with dementia.
War veterans who are now alcoholics and are fat.
Slugging each other out. And this is when Mummy starts her ascendancy.
One has not enough time for women. One has too much time for women.
Yes. So
Yeah,
Mummy...
it's literally the way to treat women is between Wilson and Heath. You either ignore them or you're put on a leash and driven by them. It's like
split the difference, guys.
Just
one of you just talk to them.
Normally,
Look them in the eye.
as an equal.
Buy them dinner.
Don't be their fucking coffee table.
Or entirely ignore them. I'm more Heath on that spectrum than I am
Sure,
Wilson.
sure.
I think that's the way to play it.
Yeah.
So, Labour win a very, very small majority in the October election.
But he thinks he's going to lose this one as well.
Yeah.
And he's hoping he does.
Yeah, because
And he's completely prepared for a loss, and he knows if he loses, that's the end of his career. So he's ready. He's got like prepared plans for what happens when he loses.
Yes.
He's got this whole thing that he's going to like tell people he's going somewhere. He's going to get a secret flight, fly somewhere, then get a train, then get a car to his like country manor and be on his own.
Is that because he's paranoid about the spies? So,
yeah. And also because he just wants to be left alone.
Right.
Because his career's over.
Yeah. And he's 58 at this point, and he's also...
Which in the 70s is 98.
That is 98, yeah. So 58, but he's also got dementia.
Yeah.
And maybe is drinking through it.
Yeah.
So he's starting to mumble his words.
Yeah.
He had been a brilliantly articulate speaker.
Yeah.
He's now, his face is fucked. It's puffy.
Yeah.
He's not really he's not even smoking the pipe anymore. It's just a prop.
Yeah.
He told his wife that he would only lead for 2 years.
Because she's just like, can you stop this? But it's so funny being like the wife of the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Oh, stop all that bollocks.
You start fuck off with your little hobbies.
Yeah, can you fucking do some proper work?
Can you come home and look after the kids or something?
Yeah, it's like he's the Prime Minister. It's crazy.
So he said he'd only served for 2 years, but he keeps his facts solely within the kitchen cabinet. Now, we need to get to the... as soon as he wins the October election, he organises a victory party.
Yeah. But then, because it was done without Marcia's go-ahead, she's furious, so she cancels it and doesn't tell Wilson about it.
Yeah.
So Wilson's just won his 4th election. He's the most powerful man in the country, technically.
Yeah.
And he's been stood up basically at his own victory party. Is there not the image of the 1974 is Wilson turning up to his own victory party,
bunting,
balloons. He's just won the fucking election.
No one's there
apart from Marcia, who then bollocks him for 40 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, it's fucking...
He's just won the fucking election, and he's got his press secretary cancelled basically his party and gives him a bollocking.
Do you reckon he makes her... She makes him like get on all fours and like...
Yeah, I imagine so. There must be some sort of psychosexual thing.
There has to be something like... I reckon he's getting pegged by Marcia.
Yeah, so there's stories of in Downing Street, Marcia will stomp around and be like, Wilson!
Yeah.
Come here right now!
Like a dog. Like genuinely like a dog.
The Prime Minister will slink out of his room and go and listen to her. It's absolutely absurd.
But again, this is 74. She's got an absolute weapons grade hairy growler.
Yeah. The only person I think the only person who could deal with Marcia, like a woman like that, you need Heath back in.
Heath would not see... Well, Heath versus Marcia is like a Royal Rumble. That's like who wins, no one knows. You've got a genuine attack dog against someone who doesn't see dogs. My favourite story is
there's no angrier growler than Marcia's.
Marcia's got the angriest growler there's ever been. So my favourite bit is that there's a reception in the House of Lords, right? And Marcia insists that Wilson goes with her, even though he's famously got a lot on, right? So he goes with it for like a few minutes. He meets some people, has a drink, and then he slips away with a speechwriter to go and do some fucking work. He's the Prime Minister. Marcia then notices his absence, goes back to number 10, and in full view of all the staff, shouts at the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, "You little cunt! What do you think you're doing? You come back with me at once." And he goes with her. It's fucking crazy. And then male aides, which is obviously that's the only known form of AIDS. That is AIDS.
It's not the 80s, so
it's not the 80s where
it means something different now.
Male aides described her as difficult, paranoid, and overtly controlling.
Yeah.
And so
just call the Prime Minister a little cunt
in front of the start. I mean, can you imagine any other Prime Minister? Can you imagine that doing to?
Yeah. You little cunt.
So what the aides do?
You could call Starmer a little cunt, I reckon.
You reckon?
Come here, you little cunt. I think
but she doesn't say it like that.
Yeah.
You little cunt.
Yeah, I think you could do that to Keir.
It's like a head teacher. You little cunt.
Yeah.
So, by the way, Wilson...
What noise is Keir making when he comes, by the way?
My name is Keir Starmer.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
What the aides do, right, is that it gets so bad that Joe Haynes, who I think is his speechwriter, Wilson's doctor, comes up to Joe Haynes and basically says he could make Marcia die of natural causes, even offering to sign the death certificate. So when the coup plot is later broached, Stone, the doctor, again floats poisoning her as a
So
solution.
they're talking about fucking killing Marcia.
For months, they're talking about a kitchen cabinet plot to kill the Prime Minister's personal secretary. Although they considered it, he later wrote, she didn't deserve that end. I mean, it's fucking...
It's amazing that you can't just say, sorry, I think that's a bit above your station to be speaking to the Prime Minister like that.
Yeah.
But as opposed to telling her, this is the most British thing. It's like, I'm not going to cause a scene because this woman's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
How about we try and poison her?
Yeah. Or fire her.
As opposed to just shout at her.
Yeah. Or just sack her. But he can't because
we'll have to poison her.
She's his dom. I mean, Charlie, do you do sub-dom things? Because I feel like I'm quite a world away from this and I want to understand more.
I'm sub.
I know you're
I like mummy to... I want to be on my knees with mummy.
Right.
But I want her to love me as well through it. I want her to see through me, push me around, but also love me.
Presumably you know some sub-doms.
Mainly subs. I only really hang out with subs.
Right.
So Charlie is Britain when Thatcher arrives.
Yeah.
On his knees begging for mummy.
Begging for mummy.
But she has to love me as well. I don't want a horrible...
It's tough love, though.
It's tough love.
Yeah, but as long as there's actually love, I don't want it just to be tough.
Well, she's doing it because she loves you. And this is what the country needs.
Well, then good.
Drink your milk.
Yeah.
Get on your knees.
Maybe Thatcher's too
I
tough
want to be
love.
milked like a cow. I want her to be behind. Basically,
The milk snatcher.
The best thing is if you're on your knees and you look behind you and you can just see your balls
Go on.
just drooping down, and then behind them are just flanked by two puppies, and that's like two big boobs, and then you just got balls and boobs, and you know you're safe.
Do you know you're safe?
Yeah.
But why is seeing your balls in the context of a pair of honkers, a pair of gazungas?
Yeah, please, to give them their proper name, please. Please don't call them puppies
Gazookas.
again. They're gazoikas.
Why does that make you feel safe to see the balls? Is it the balls being dwarfed by the gazookas?
Yeah, I guess it's just they're kind of...
Dot bollocks.
Yeah, seeing them...
Bollocks and dot bollocks.
I don't know, there's an intimacy about that, and like...
Well, yeah.
You're being looked after.
Yeah,
But you're smaller than her. You're her moon. You're her little moon.
Our moon?
And
Right.
she's the sun. And you're like...
So you're like orbiting her tits with your
See,
balls.
this is all sub-language. I don't really speak this. Crazy.
Right. Yeah, well, it's always good to check in on Charlie in the middle of a topic there's no interest in.
Well, I'm trying to get a flavour of the sub-dom relationship because Charlie has experience in sex clubs.
Yeah.
So anyway, back in the actual politics of the time, Wilson... obviously, Northern Ireland's completely kicking off.
Yeah.
So he has a plan called Doomsday, where he's basically going to...
Which is pretty radical for him, but he's
this is
losing. He's getting senile.
Yeah, and also they're like fucked off with Northern Ireland at this point.
Yeah.
The plan is a secret plan, and it would have been a radical side, a radical move that we'd rarely seen from Wilson. It would have meant removing Northern Ireland from British control and entirely removing it from the Commonwealth, severing all constitutional links, which would have, I mean, Northern Ireland continued to get worse for most of the 70s. That would have made things considerably worse.
It would be like leaving India and Pakistan, right? It's just like,
So
it's fucking off.
So probably would have been fine.
Yeah,
then.
absolutely fine.
Probably would have been fine.
But it's just fucking off. Not my problem.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Glenn
It's
Barr.
Biden pulling out of
Yeah,
Afghanistan.
It is. Get the dogs. Get the dogs. Get out.
Yeah.
Glenn
Last
Barr,
chopper out of Belfast.
a leading loyalist, said that, quotes, it would have been civil war, no doubt, if the Doomsday Plan was executed. Elsewhere in the Troubles, Wilson offers our old friend Colonel Gaddafi £14 million to stop arming the IRA. Gaddafi obviously rejects this offer.
I mean, that's just humiliating.
But this is Gaddafi in his prime, blah, 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 blah.
We've got
face.
no money and you're saying, please stop arming the fucking
Please
terror.
stop, man.
Please. I'll give you some
And
cash.
Gaddafi's like, I don't think
bet
your
you
lights
fuck
are on,
off.
mate. I don't think your lights are on, mate. Why don't you fuck off? Have
Have you not read my book?
you not read my book? I'm in charge of the People's Republic. How dare you come over here, you little worm. So we're,
You little cunt, come back here.
You little cunt. I don't think I've ever called anyone little cunt.
You little cunt.
You little cunt. The Prime Minister.
You little cunt.
It's crazy. So the big thing.
What's going on with Marcia as well? What's going on there?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that BPD?
He makes her a lady, a dame, Lady Faulkner or something.
Hell.
So
Should we see what her voice was?
yeah,
Yeah.
please actually.
The Prime Minister too. I think that this has been overdrawn and exaggerated simply because I was a woman.
You little cunt. Can you imagine her, that type of woman, saying "you little cunt"?
You little cunt.
You little cunt.
Secretary is such a Prime Minister, weren't you?
God.
Yes, I started that role. We came into office in '64. I
Conservative government. And I have
I
What
slept
was
with
her
your
actual
husband
role?
6 times in 1956. It wasn't satisfactory.
Yeah, I mean that's a cold mummy right there.
That's cold mummy, Charlie.
That's a cold English
I don't
mummy.
Want, I don't want that sort of mummy.
You've either got that mummy or you've got Thatcher mummy. That's the mummies
I
you've
want
got.
Thatcher mummy.
Yeah. Good boy.
There's a
Thatcher the cum snatcher.
yeah.
Right. EEC membership.
Yeah.
So obviously Heath's big thing is we're straight into Europe.
Yeah.
Wilson's big thing is we'll put it to a referendum. Now, as a side note, it's fascinating to watch debates on YouTube about the EEC referendum.
Yeah.
They're the most civilized, highbrow thing
Really?
ever when you compare it to our fucking feral tripe that we had to watch.
Yeah.
Like Farage and Sturgeon and people. But it's just two blokes sitting in chairs, similar studio to this, just talking so calmly. Well, I don't actually believe that sovereignty would be affected.
Yeah.
The thing about sovereignty is that you lend it. What
Now
is
it's like
sovereignty
a
if you
giant
don't
bus
use
saying
it?
the EU is filled with pedos.
Exactly. It's pedo, more like the pEUdo. And the old days, if you don't use sovereignty, what's the point of having it? It's not something you just keep in the cellar and wheel out every now and check it's there. Pedos.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's a 1975 referendum asking whether UK should remain in the EEC.
Well, after 2 years, I guess he came in.
They came in 74,
On a referendum
and also he's very busy in 74
mandate.
discussing the lunch plans.
Yeah,
So he had stuff on. So Wilson opts, and this is kind of his genius political stroke because he's sort of what he is very good at is managing warring factions.
Yes.
Which is what you have to be if you're going to be in charge of the Labour Party.
Yeah.
And he opts for the Labour Party to hold no official position, which means some people can support no.
Yeah.
He publicly supports a yes vote.
Yeah.
They win the result, 67%. So to be fair to him, he does settle the European question for a generation, 2 generations.
1975 was the first year that the Britain's population fell
Oh, yeah.
because so many people left.
Some people left
Like
that.
Ireland during the famine.
Basically, Australia and New Zealand put limits. They closed the door.
They stopped the boats
They stopped the boats because there's so many Brits leaving
on a rubber dinghy.
on the rubber deck. Please. Isn't that insane? Australia and New Zealand say no more
Yeah.
to us.
Yeah. They don't know they're fucking born.
I feel it makes me feel like Bowie. I think get Walter Walker in or whatever
Yeah.
he's called. Get him in. Wilson is obviously fucked. He's said to be tired of ruling the country.
Yeah.
He's complete. He's ill. I mean, he's
But
constantly
he
in
also,
campaign moment.
it feels like what Wilson needs is a bit of loving.
Yeah.
He needs a cuddle.
Look at that.
He needs a kiss on the forehead because his wife hates him.
Doesn't care about it.
Marcia's calling him a little cunt.
You little cunt.
Yeah, he just has no one who's giving him a kiss and saying it's going to be okay. So then he starts another affair.
He has another affair with Joe Haynes, his press secretary's assistant, Janet Hewlett Davis.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look at her. And this affair is incredibly secret. The affair was said to have been, quote, a little sunshine at sunset
Yeah,
for an ailing Wilson.
she's attractive.
She's attractive.
Look at that dancing.
That's quite sweet.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
the
quite
thing
sweet.
is, you look at
I
photo.
like Wilson. I
like
feel
Wilson. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, he's
It's like-
quite a
imagine-
likable guy.
Imagine your granddad getting fucking pegged by some angry woman.
Yeah, I do feel quite defensive of him, saying stop pegging my
You
granddad.
stop pegging my granddad. It's like he just wants to sit in his chair with some Werther's Original, and you're calling him a cunt and telling him to get on all fours so you can milk him. I mean, it's not fair. It's, is there no deference left in this country? Come on, stop pegging my granddad. That is what's going on.
Yeah,
It's awful.
And then
look at him; he's so happy, ballroom
Yeah.
dancing
yeah, he's a likable guy for
with
sure.
his pipe and his slippers. He's also a brilliant mind, and he's got dementia at this point. It's
Yeah.
very sad.
But he's
So-
like his what he likes, and part of the appeal of Wilson is he's sort of like a hobbit.
Yeah.
You know what the concept of a hobbit is? They stay in the shires. They like simple things that are unpretentious.
Right.
The big appeal is that he likes Agatha Christie novels.
Yeah.
He likes smoking his pipe. He likes board games.
He's a suburban pooter.
yeah, exactly. He's a pooterish figure,
Yeah.
and that's what a lot of the appeal is.
Isn't he big into Boy Scouts?
Yeah.
He likes his big shorts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see that.
Big shorts. He was supposedly the Queen's favourite Prime Minister.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Really?
And she came in thinking that he was a anti-monarchist, so that there was frostiness because any Labour politician,
Yeah, of
the
course.
Queen's a bit suspicious of. But she grew to like him the most.
Yeah. No, I've got a real soft spot for him.
Yeah.
And patriot. One of the greatest patriots this country's ever had.
A little cunt.
A little cunt. Stop pegging my granddad. So Wilson resigns in 76.
And by the way, also Nixon arrives and sees his new affair with Janet.
Oh, right.
And says, "Oh, is this the woman I've been hearing so much about?" Thinking that she's Marcia.
Fuck, so even Nixon heard about Marcia.
But imagine like the state of the country and the American president comes and goes, "Is this the woman you're having an affair with?" No, it's another woman.
Is this the one who's pegging granddad?
No, it's another woman who I'm having an
Christ.
affair with who's not my wife.
Dirty grandpa.
It's fucking insane.
So Wilson resigns in 76, which shocks everyone because he's just, he's
and
one
all of our parents were fucking teenagers at this point.
Yeah,
everyone's
both my parents became fully consenting sexual adults under Wilson's second term.
Oh, where do you draw the lines of consent now?
Well, when everyone does. Turn 16.
Are you you're a heathist or?
I'm heathist is I don't see consent.
I don't see women or consent.
Both are woke nonsense.
Yeah, my parents are 14 to 16 during this period.
Yeah, same thing. Wilson resigns in 76 after suffering repeated illnesses. Charlie's just got up. The lowest age of consent in the world is Nigeria, aged 11.
What is that?
Philippines and Angola are 12.
Check flights to Nigeria.
How soon can we be in a cab?
Yeah, how cheap are flights to Nigeria?
Do they go from City Airport?
Yeah, is it direct or is it?
Can we get City? Do you think how quickly could we? Should we just?
History Nigeria?
Maybe we should do a
Biafran
live
War. Let's do an episode on that live.
Can we do a live episode in Nigeria? Can we just pause this? Part 10 will be okay. Part 10 will be a bit delayed, guys. Part 10 will be late. We've just suddenly had some works come up. I heard that in Italy there's no age of consent.
Really?
And I heard that years ago, and I've been saying that to everyone.
Well, I think it's like there's an official age of consent, but it's sort of like
culturally there's no age of consent. It goes against their culture. The idea of consent in Italy is like, what are you talking about? Shut up your face.
It's constitution. There'll be no consent.
There is no consent here. So
shut up your face. Shut up your face. Open up your door there.
Age of consent's 14 in Italy. Is it?
Is it?
Mamma mia.
Christ.
Wilson
highest
resigns.
age of consent.
What's the highest age of consent?
What fucking woke? Is it
No, it's not woke.
Is it not? I don't know what's.
Here we fucking go. Bahrain, 21.
Here we go.
And if you're a woman and you want anal, it's Hong Kong. Fuck.
If you're a woman and you want anal. If you're a woman. Is this an election? Is this on the election
This
campaign?
is my manifesto.
If you're a woman and you want anal, you're in luck. We are lowering.
If you're a woman and you want anal, and you want to feel the white heat of
If you're a hard-working woman,
feel the white heat of my anal technology.
and you want anal, it will make this the greatest country
What's
in
it
the world.
called?
To be a woman who wants anal.
Theresa May called them the jams, the just about managing.
Yeah.
The fucking women who want anal. The wowers. Hong Kong, you have to be 21 if you're a woman for anal.
Right.
So presumably vaginal. Can you type in what the vaginal age of consent is in Hong Kong? Because I'm fascinated by that paints a picture of you're having sex in Hong Kong. One slip and you've broken the law.
Yeah. Well, you sound guilty when you're saying that. The way you're.
So 16, 5 years to work up to anal consent.
Well, there should be. You need to get someone to go to.
Yeah, but there's not 5 years between the vag and the arse.
Well, yeah, it's cultural relativism, isn't it?
I guess so. That's fascinating.
The longest gap is that gap between the vag and the arse.
Is that the thigh gap? People say they don't learn things in this podcast.
But what if you're
I learn something every day.
Yeah. I learn something every day.
I learn something every day. In Hong Kong, if you want anal, you got to be 21. Wow.
And Marcia Williams pegs my granddad.
Marcia Williams pegged my granddad. She tried that in Hong Kong, she'd be fucking arrested.
Well, because Wilson's not old enough.
Wilson's not old enough. Right. Wilson resigns in 76 after suffering repeated illnesses.
Like many prime ministers, seemingly they all do
cooked.
it until they fucking drop.
It
kills you, this job.
It does kill you. It's an illness, right?
Yeah.
He does have dementia, and he's kind of, his mind's going.
So it's worse than going down a mine, isn't it? Being the prime minister.
Yeah.
It's
fully.
worse for your fucking
Yeah,
health.
I think so. If all you have to do is look at before and after photos.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
Yeah.
His quote is, "I've been around this racetrack so often that I cannot generate any more enthusiasm for jumping any more hurdles."
Can you imagine? I just can't really imagine politicians saying that.
No, like even trust.
When they're kind of live losing interest.
Yeah.
I'm fucking bored.
I'm fucked.
I'm bored as hell.
Have you seen my face?
Yeah.
I'm done, mate.
I guess the closest is Teresa, but then she got forced out.
She cried.
Yeah. But that country, I love.
And he's just like, I've been around the block a bit.
Yeah.
So
I'm fucking knackered.
So there's this sense Wilson steps down,
Yeah.
and Jim Callaghan, who is, I think, what is he, Home Secretary, Foreign Secretary at this point?
He's the only man to have held 4 offices.
So he'll be in our next episode.
Who's done, foreign home
There is
chancellor
this
and prime
sense,
minister.
right, at the end of 76, that this country cannot keep propping up all the industries that are failing.
Yeah.
And the Labour Party, and actually all the politicians are trying to insulate communities from deindustrialization.
Yeah.
But there's a sense that they all know this can't carry on.
It's sort of inevitable.
But then they're carrying it on. They can't not do it. They can't take the medicine.
Because of the kind of founding charter of the Labour Party.
But no, I think it's more that it's 45. It's everyone. This is at least Britain.
Right.
And everyone fought in the war, and no one feels like they have the right to dismantle the post-war consensus.
Well, yeah, this whole series has been the cuck dad era.
Yeah.
Cuck daddy, quiet dad.
Waiting for bitch mum.
Yeah, quite.
And speaking of bitch mum, in 1975, there are 2 people going for there's one person called Sir Keith Joseph who's going for the Tory leadership against Heath.
Yeah.
And his campaign manager is Margaret Thatcher. Sir Keith Joseph makes a speech that basically boils down to, quote, stop working class women having children to stop the degeneration of the nation.
Right.
He comes out in favour of eugenics. You know,
Right.
he's a scholar. And this fucks his chances. And so Thatcher says, well, if you're not going to run, I'm going to run. And so Thatcher goes to Heath and says, I'm
She's
going
the
to
first
stand.
woman to even run.
I think.
'Cause
Thatcher.
there's
Thatcher,
Barbara Castle, but she wasn't.
Barbie Arsehole.
Barbie Arsehole.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of, for this whole
Shirley
story.
Williams. Shirley Williams is in cabinet in the 70s.
So there's cabinet ministers, but people who are actually going for leadership. Maggie's the first.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maggie ran so Truss could walk.
Yeah.
Truss could strut. Anyway, we need to wrap up Harold Wilson. It's his second time on the pod.
Look, I feel
I really like him.
I love Wilson.
Yeah.
I feel obviously the second term is a disaster. It was one of the toughest hands.
Yeah.
His heart wasn't in it.
No.
Overall legacy, he has a lot of lasting things.
Yeah.
But I guess where will we put him? Because it's hard to put him high because it still was filled with disasters.
Yeah.
He was being round. he was being rode like a horse around Downing Street as the country fell apart. He probably shouldn't have done the second term. In
No,
retrospect,
definitely shouldn't have.
He wasn't up for
Because
it.
arguably, what Thatcher is able to do is to pin the entire post-war consensus on Labour because of the second term, even though it was just as much a stand to Heath.
Yeah,
Really.
But he seems like not a truly seedy man and a decent man compared to the rest.
Well,
He had lots of affairs.
a decent man who had lots of affairs and was being pegged by his private secretary.
Yeah, to be fair.
But he wasn't a spy. I think we can say that.
Yeah.
He wasn't a spy.
As in he wasn't gay.
And he wasn't gay. Clearly wasn't gay.
He was too straight, if anything.
Yeah, he was too straight. But inflation soars, peaks around 26%.
Yeah.
Unemployment's going up. There's industrial unrest. And so we come to...
Where do we put him? I mean, how can you compare 70s prime ministers to 50s prime ministers?
I think it's impossible.
Because that's why Eden probably is at the bottom. Because 50s, he still have a good hand.
Yeah.
And he fucking nuked it.
But what else was he going to do?
I don't know, but he fucked
Just
it.
give up the canal?
Yeah, I know, but he didn't handle it well.
No, he didn't.
And it's the biggest fuck up, and it's still remembered.
I mean, no.
And it was still on the international stage.
Wilson's first term is transformational.
Yeah. So we probably put him midway somewhere.
In our next episode, the final episode of this marathon series, that surely by this point the algorithms deserted us.
Yeah. Surely you guys are sick of this.
Surely. You must be sick of this.
Surely you're not watching
In our
anymore.
final episode, Britain...
What are you guys still doing here, you fucking sick pigs?
Is a poo floating in a lake
Yeah.
covered in piss.
Yeah.
Crisis? What crisis? It strikes. It's the winter of discontent.
Yeah.
It's the final It's the final soldier sent over the top to try and organise this mess.
It's the death rattle of
the death,
Attlee's Britain.
The death rattle, the cuck dad's
It's Berlin
death rattle.
1945, basically.
It is Berlin 1945. It's the cuck's death rattle.
Yeah.
Jim Callahan. That episode is already on our Patreon for those who subscribe. And if you'd like to join us on the Patreon, you'd also get access to our bonus series about the Jeremy Thorpe affair and the Great Train Robbery.
We've got
And
great
loads
patrons
of other
this
bonus
month.
episodes. What you're on every Friday, and it's just £3 a month. Thank you so much for staying with us. This has been Harold Wilson's second term. Join us next time for the finale of our epic post-war British Prime Minister series.
But until then, good night.
You little cunts.
You little cunt.